Hello, good day everyone. My name is Harley Magtulis and I'm going to report the first part of the polymers. So polymers. What are polymers? It is a large molecule or macromolecule which essentially is a combination of many subunits. It make up many of the materials in living organisms like proteins, cellulose, and nucleic acids. They constitute the basis of such mineral as diamonds, quartz, and feldspar. Also, the man-made materials such as concrete, glass, paper, plastics, and rubbers. As you can see, polymers are everywhere. For example, plastic bottles, rubbers, or even in our body, like nails or in our DNA. Polymers are large molecules made by bonding chemically, linking a series of building blocks. So, you can think polymers as a chain, which each of its link as a monomer. Monomer is a combination of atom as one part. So, polymers is a combination of monomer which is many part. So now let's go to the classification of polymers. There are two classifications of polymers, natural polymers and synthetic polymers. The natural polymers occurs in nature and can be extracted. They are often water-based. For example, silk, wool, DNA, and cellulose. So natural polymers are those that occur naturally and are found in living things such as plants and animals. For example, cellulose. Cellulose is the main substance in the walls of plant cells. They are the reasons that plants are standing up. In human, we can find natural polymers in our nails and our hairs. So synthetic polymers are those which are human-made polymers, sometimes referred to as plastics. So when we say synthetic polymers, we can think of as plastics. For example, plastic bottles or ball pens and rubbers. So those are synthetic polymers. Example of natural polymers, the organic polymers and the inorganic polymers. Organic polymers play a crucial role in living things. Example, the solid part of all plants. These include cellulose, lignin, and various resins. The proteins, which are polymers of amino acids and nucleic acids. Inorganic polymers found in nature. For example, diamond and graphite. Both are composed of carbon. So when we say natural polymers, we could the examples are not only found in human or living things, but it can be also found in minerals such as diamond and graphite. So when we say natural polymers, it also found not only in living things but also in nature such as minerals. So that is the example of natural polymers.
Hey everyone, I am Jabe Sigayotio and I am going to discuss about the types and properties of polymers. So in the types of polymers, there are three types, which are the thermoplastics, thermosettings polymers, and elastomers. So in the thermoplastics polymers, these are polymers can be melted and molded several times. So thermoplastic is from the word itself, plastics, meaning to say those particular material which is made of plastics na makita sa atong balay. Common na ang mga plastic bottle, which are recycled siya into other materials. So not just plastic bottles but also some basin or any kind of plastics nga makita nato sa atong balay which can be remolded again. So one of the example scenario for that is kanang sa mga garbage collector gani, dili siya pareha rather sa mga garbage collector sa usa ka municipal, mean to say every in a particular barangay there are garbage collector which are not the one who work in the municipal but ilan ang gihimo as a kuan kanang source of income, which is mopalit sila mga unused plastics bottle, like mga different kind of plastic na pwede pa ma-recycle, and ilang paliton na siya. And as far as I know, I think the price or per kilo man na ilang paliton. So I think in 1 kilo of plastic, the price would be 3 pesos. So na ka kuan ka barato ang plastic. And also dili Japan plastics, but dagan pong mga materials nga ilang paliton. Pero one of the example there is ang plastic ra good, kay according to them sa mga garbage collector nga after nila maka-collect og desired amount, which is na sila kuta nga, for instance is na sila 20 kilos nga plastic, is usa nila i-deliver daw, or ila pa na siyang i-compile or ilang gi-press pa may nang makuan siya, maipon. And also may panila nga after reach nila ang quota, which is 20 kilos for example, is dalon daw siya dito sa Cebu, because there is a factory there nga mo recycle sa usa ka plastic, and pwede siya himuon nga another material na put, like hanger, mga plastic bottle, mga basin. So that would be the example for from a plastic. And the second would be the thermosetting polymers. They harden or irreversibly when heated. So there are some plastics nga dili siya ma-recycle, meaning to say the component or the component or the characteristic of that particular component is kuan siya, dili siya kanang recyclable. So meaning to say there are some plastic nga if you are going to imong sunugon is grabe ang toxic nga i-release. And one of the example for that is aning mga casing or mga chassis sa atong appliances like TV, radio. So some garbage collector don't buy those plastic. It is because according to them dili siya mapalit. It is because dili siya ma-recycle also, because if you are going to kuan daw burn or imong siyang i-melt daw, grabe daw ang toxic nga iyang release sa mga gases daw, is napaka kuan daw delikado. So according to its definition, they harden or set reversibly when heated. So na mga plastic nga once mahimo na siya nimo into desired material is dili na siya ma-recycle. Samot na if mugahi siya, kung imo siyang i-melt, there's a possibility daw nga dili na pud siya mabali or ma-melt again. It is because kuan man kanang the component that they use or the particular chemical nga ilang gibutang is dili siya ma-melt or dili siya recyclable again. So that is thermosetting polymers. The third one would be the elastomers. Possessing elastic properties, they return to their original shape after being stretched. So this is very common because one of the example for this polymers is ang mga rubber band or rubber materials. So some of the rubber are made of polymers, which is kung ato siyang birahon is ma-stretch siya. So one of the characteristic na sa polymers nga if himo tag mga material or any kind of gamit is kuan siya, pwede siya stretchable or something if makuan siya, like the ball, if maigo siya force is dili siya ma-break or mo-stretch siya or mo-banda or something, like matwist siya or any kind of force nga atong gi-apply is dili siya break, pero na siya limitation usa siya maputol like sa rubber band. So that is the elastomers. So the next subtopic would be the properties of polymers. So there are two types. These are the major properties of polymers, which are physical properties and chemical properties. So first is the physical properties. So in the physical properties of the polymer, as chain length and cross-linking increase, the tensile strength of the polymers increase also. And polymers do not melt and they change state from crystalline to semi-crystalline. So that is the physical properties of the polymers. So in the polymers, it is just like a long chains made up of small building blocks. There are some, and to understand more about the physical properties, I am going to include or to discuss about the simple explanation for their physical properties. I am going to include 5 physical properties or the simple properties of the polymers. So the first would be the strength. Some polymers are strong and can withstand stretching without breaking like a rubber band. So that is the other kuan kanang properties of polymers which ma kuan siya ma stretch. The second one would be the flexibility. Polymers can be rigid or flexible. Think of a plastic daw bottle versus a plastic bag. So if we're going to observe about the uh, characteristic of a plastic bottle and a plastic bag, di ba sa plastic bottle is if ato siyang i-press dili siya mabuak mo sabay ra siya or makuan na siya mapilo or mabalik ka siya in depende if kuan na dili siya makaya niya ang hikusgon sa imong pag-press. And also sa plastic bag, di ba kung ato siyang birahon is nay kuan anang instances nga mas stretch siya or mas mutaas. So that is the physical properties sa atong polymers which is consider na diha ang flexibility. Third would be the melting point. Polymers can melt at different temperature. Some melt easily when heated like butter, while others need more heat like chocolate. So in melting point or the physical properties of polymers is kuan man in any class of natural or synthetic, and maybe in melting point kuan siya example sa natural polymers which are ang chocolate is not considered as natural made siya sa polymers pero dili siya under sa natural. It is because hinimo man siya sa human. The second one would be the kuan kanang butter. So this is under the example for natural polymers. The fourth would be the transparency. Polymers can be see-through like a clear plastic cup or opaque like a milk jug. So there are some polymers nga pwede gamiton sa glass daw. And as you can see, their physical appearance is iyang kuan transparency. Yes, makita nato or ang iyang color is kuan kanang there's no color, it's a colorless or like a glass, di ba? Kuan siya kanang transparent, and there are also some plastic and transparent. So that is under the physical properties of the polymers. The fifth one, which is the last physical properties of polymers, is the resistance. Some polymers resist chemical or impact well like a durable. So in the resistance, which is the physical properties of polymers, is one of the example for that is kuan kanang mga dulaan, which is kuan kanang dili siya maguba dayon. It is because if maigo siya force is ma-deform na siya. This is because it's kuan anang properties which is ma-stretch siya or ma-deform ang iyang ma-deform. So that is the resistance like sing mga ligid sa mga atong dulaan, di ba? If matumba nato siya is dili siya ingon mabuak, ma-deform na noon siya. It is because it is made of plastic man, and plastic is made of polymers. So in the physical properties of the polymers, understanding these properties help us choose the right polymer for different uses like making strong roofs or PC, flexible containers, or clear windows. So in having an understanding about polymers, especially sa iyang versatility, is very staggering. It is because polymers can apply to different kinds of application, but we need to consider that using polymers dapat na-meet niya ang standard nga in that particular material. Kung asa siya gamiton is dapat pod kanang fit ang iyang characteristic in order nga walay error or makaya niya, especially gihimo naman ang polymers sa mga foundation gi-apply siya, or also gihimo siya as kuan kanang mga something like maka-encounter siya mga compression test. So dapat pod is before using a polymers, it should be fit sa standard nga kuan siya kanang dapat fit ra jud siya, and there's no error nga may tabo if humana ang process. So that is the physical properties of the polymer.
Good day, and today I will be discussing about properties of polymers, application of polymers, and advantages and disadvantages of polymers. Chemical properties. Compared to our conventional molecules with different side molecules,
The polymers is enabled by hydrogen bonding, resulting in better cross-linking cells. Dipole-dipole bonding side chains enable the polymer for high flexibility. Polymers with van der Waals forces linking chains are known to be weak but give the polymer a low melting point. A common polymer used in plastic bags like bottles and containers exhibits resistance to many acids. Ang property makes it suitable for storing and transporting acidic reactions that could degrade the material. Tungkol sa molecular structure that consists of long chains of carbon atoms bonded together with relatively insert hydrogen atoms. Cunningham structure provides a barrier that prevents acids from penetrating and reacting with the polymer chains. Okay, applications of polymers. Automotive. Polymer-based components for lightweighting and fuel efficiency. Yeah, like sa cover sa mga car, sa motorcycle, need kayang polymer para lightweighting and fuel efficiency is replacing metal components that polymer-based materials such as the fuel is carbon fiber, reinforced polymers, and glass fiber. And like ang mga vehicles can be made lighter, leading to reduced fuel consumption and lower emissions. Like sa mga sa fuel storage tanks, polymers such as high density polyethylene. And medical used in medical devices like implants and drug delivery system. Yeah. Polymers are used to manufacture biomedical implants such as artificial joints, bone, plates, and tissue scaffolds for regenerative medicine application. Like and polymers makita pa mo sa dental, like I saw sa yung video na natong gitagtama like sa gamit is lisod man siya itong tawag para di-capture din na gamay na isang form of plastic na gibutang sulod sa imutang mo sa ilalim na para dili na mga kuan dili madawat og sa mouth so na ang pag-operator dili mo siya maayo. Also, packaging provides versatile, lightweight, and cost-effective packaging solutions. Advantages and disadvantages of polymers. Advantages: lightweight, lakas versatility, durability, cost-effective, resistance to corrosion, kaya ang disadvantages is environmental impact, flammability, and low melting point, limited chemical sensitivity.